Something that can be very confusing in relationships is the avoidance shutdown. And this is often equally as confusing to the avoidant as it is to their partner. In this video, I want to explain what happens during an avoidance shutdown and what needs to change so they or you don't have to. So if this is relevant to you, stay tuned. First of all, what do I mean by the avoidance shutdown? I mean all moments of deactivating and shutting down an avoidant experiences in a romantic relationship. And this could be on the smaller scale, shutting down, withdrawing when they expect conflict, or it could be on the larger scale, losing interest in their partner, feeling repulsed by the person they love, before, during, and after relationship milestones like shifting from the first dating phase and infatuation to commitment, moving in together, getting married, having kids. And these moments usually aren't a problem within the first couple of weeks or months of a relationship when you're infatuated with each other. This is when your body is in a different biological state. You've got all these infatuation hormones coursing through your veins that make it really easy to pursue someone and want to be connected to them. Especially the shutdowns on a larger scale, like losing libido or suddenly disliking things about your partner that you used to find attractive or at least not mind. These kinds of shutdowns start setting in after the infatuation phase when commitment is the next step. On the surface, this seems like now you've spent more time together and you've gotten to know this person better. And you're finding out all these things that make you unsure about them. You're noticing these annoying habits and traits that make you wonder and question if you actually do want to be with them. Or you may know deep down that you do want to be with them, but still find it hard to navigate the forces within yourself pulling you away from this person. What's really important here is not to stay on the surface level of what this problem seems to be, you dissecting the pros and cons of your partner, because the actual issue lies deeper. What's going on beneath your awareness is that your body is starting to remember what it's like being close to someone from somewhere in your past. And that wasn't a great enough of an experience for your body to want it again. So it's sounding an alarm for you to run as fast as you can. Often a challenge here is that avoidants won't remember what that was in their past, that their psyche and body seem so determined now to avoid from repeating itself. This is because the avoidance mind is organized around forgetting and stuffing feelings away, shutting things down as a dysfunctional coping mechanism. So because of your coping mechanism, you're not aware of what is being triggered when you get close to someone. Not being too aware of emotions in relationships has kept you safe at some point in your past. So that's why it became a coping mechanism. The only thing you're probably aware of is that you are losing interest and maybe even developing repulsion. And that's confusing, and you might start doubting what's wrong with you because you know that a big part of you also loves your partner. You might also be aware of other thoughts and feelings and sensations as well, though. Feeling like you're needed too much, or like too many demands and expectations are coming your way, or like you're losing your independence and freedom, or like you can't ever get it right, or like you're on the hot seat in this relationship and about to be found out, judged, and criticized. Or like you're a show pony and that you have to perform to project a certain image. Or feeling like you can't keep up whatever it was you did in the infatuation and first dating phase. Or like you can't be yourself without disappointing someone. Or like no matter how much you do, it's never enough. All of these thoughts and feelings are clues to what your body and mind are remembering from your past about what closeness in relationships has been like for you. And the key here is to take these as memories and to develop an awareness that this is something your body is remembering, but these are not facts about closeness in relationships, in all relationships. Taking this as memories means knowing you've made negative experiences in the past, and these created negative memories and beliefs about closeness in relationships that get triggered before you're shut down. Taking these memories as facts would be believing that all relationships are necessarily like this. Closeness always has to feel this way. A subconscious memory is, I wasn't really seen for who I am by mom or dad or my ex. And turning this into a generalized belief that makes it feel like a fact that is true for everybody on this planet would mean taking this to mean no one is really interested in who I actually am. A subconscious memory could be my family of origin or my ex emphasized performance, perfection, and duty. And generalizing this onto everybody would mean concluding everybody on this planet only needs me to do stuff for them that they think needs to get done that I don't really want to do. A subconscious memory could be my family of origin or my ex used to criticize, judge, and shame publicly. And turning this into a belief about everybody would mean thinking every person on this planet would agree that I'm not good enough. Your subconscious mind is remembering something, a negative experience you've made with closeness in the past, and feeling threatened by you getting close to somebody again, which is completely understandable and natural and normal for a human mind to learn from the past and to generalize threats into the present to try to keep you safe. And the only way you've, so far, found back to a feeling of safe is by distancing yourself from closeness. So it's not about the other person, it's about closeness itself. And your subconscious mind is acting out this coping mechanism of distancing yourself and makes you lose interest, makes your body shut down, makes you doubt your partner and the relationship, and makes you want to keep them at arm's length. And like I said in the title of this video, this isn't because something is wrong with you or that you're not good enough or not capable or not cut out to be in a close relationship. Nothing is wrong with the fundamental you. The issue is what your psyche has memorized about what closeness and relationships are like. And that also isn't something that has anything to do with you specifically. All of our psyches do that. Form memories about the past, and when something was threatening, to then project that into the here and now and want to protect you from that repeating itself. And the issue can become a problem when you go along with these biases of the psyche and when you go along with generalizing your past experiences onto every person on this planet, and when you go along with believing that every relationship you'll ever have again necessarily has to repeat the negative experiences you've made in the past. To heal your tendency to shut down, become aware of what exactly it is your subconscious is afraid will repeat itself. And the specifics of that are different for every avoidant. So what is it specifically for you? When have you felt threatened by closeness before? From which relationship or relationships do you remember having this feeling? What is your subconscious afraid of exactly? Engulfment? Disappointing someone? Not being enough? Not having room for yourself? And this doesn't mean that something horrific has to have happened in your past. You may have been in overall loving relationships, and your family of origin may have had an overall loving culture. But something happened that created this imprint in your psyche that closeness equals threat. What was that happened to create that imprint? You're not looking into the past with a critical lens that wants to discount the positives that were there. You're looking with a lens that appreciates everything that went well and that wants to find what was missing along the journey for you to create secure attachment and for you to be able to feel safe with closeness. So we can compare this to a Lego house, and some of the pieces are missing for you. And it's not like that means there is no Lego house or that it's completely broken. You're trying to find which pieces are missing in the Lego house of your secure attachment and ability to feel safe with closeness. And avoidants don't really like looking into the past. They want to move on and look ahead. But you won't be able to build a future that corresponds to who you really are if you don't understand yourself. And the person you are right now is the summary of all the experiences you've made in the past. So it's worthwhile reflecting and looking into the past, even if that brings up emotion, which it will. You can handle this, you can feel these emotions, and it'll be good. And once you've figured this out, what happened in your past that created this association of closeness and equals threat, you can then see it for what it was, an instance in one or two relationships, even if it was a repeating pattern, and not a general truth that applies to all relationships. And it'll also help you to be aware of which skills exactly you still need and can work on to not feel threatened by closeness anymore. Often these skills involve getting to know yourself better and listening into the signals coming from your body and psyche as a source of information for that, giving yourself permission to be yourself, getting a better sense of your boundaries and learning how to negotiate them with your partner. That's coming from a standpoint of, we can make this work together. It's you and me in this. It doesn't have to be only either or, that only you or me can win. We can create a relationship that prioritizes both of our needs and sees both of us as important in who we truly are. I hope this makes sense. Someone who is able to negotiate doesn't have to feel threatened that closeness could swallow them up, right? Closeness can only swallow you up if you have no way of preserving yourself, if you're at its mercy without any agency or rights. And it's likely that because your subconscious thinks that's what relationships are like, you sometimes do allow closeness to swallow you up. And that way you're reaffirming your original belief. And all of this happens without your partner wanting to engulf you, but them just not knowing what exactly is going on with you. Your subconscious is likely hearing accusations, judgment, and criticism where they are not present, or in a disproportionate way, like hearing total rejection when you're actually just arguing about how much time you will need to get to a new restaurant. Your subconscious is perceiving ironclad demands and expectations where there are malleable wishes. Your subconscious is perceiving disappointment and rejection and failure where there's a normal disagreement that just needs to be discussed. Okay, to wrap this up, the avoidant shutdown doesn't happen because there's something wrong with you or your partner suddenly changed and has become incompatible. It happens because your subconscious feels threatened by closeness based on memories of what closeness has been like for you in the past. To heal this, become aware of what the subconscious memories are that are being triggered for you, and learn to filter these distortions your psyche has out of reality so that you can see reality clearly. And so that you can see relationships for what they can be when they're healthy. A tremendous source of support, safety, joy, and satisfaction in life. And learn to bring to the table the skills you need as an individual in a relationship to create safety for yourself in a relationship. I wish you all the best for that. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. Until next time, take care. And remember, it's not about you or your partner. It's about subconscious memories.